Another game, another loss for LAFC, and why something has to happen now.
Ain't been tight, never known curfews. Sunday night quiet, I ain't even out my church shoes. I done been wide, premarital guessing perfumes. Psycho in a lot, they keep asking me who hurt you. Dreaded for diapers, ain't that some shit? You think buying beers and pacifiers made me a pacifist? There's a list of asses that I like to whip in this time.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to Sports World Talk Soccer, where we talk the world of soccer, aka football, aka the beautiful game. And today we're talking LAFC losing again against Nashville. Now, LAFC has had a bad few weeks, probably up to a month and a half, ever since, the Champions Cup tournament. They lost that. They've been losing the past few games here in the MLS, and it's been pretty bad losses. I think one was like 3-0 or 4-0, something like that, and also against Nashville, who is a top team in MLS. It was a good game. You can definitely see effort, but just Nashville had them 3-2. And, to me, looking at the game, I'm looking at Bouanga, Heung-min, and they just don't look, I don't want to say motivated, because I don't want to point the fingers to them not being motivated, but just like something is off. It's something definitely off with those two players, not with each other or anything like that, but just in general, it's like they don't believe in the system that they're in. They, are frustrated with what's going on, which I understand. You're getting losses and you're losing like this at the team you are. It just don't, it's not a good look and everything. I saw, Martinez, he's definitely, still trying to step up best he can. It's just, something's not going right with LAFC, and it's something that they have to get done now. And a lot of the fans, a lot of people in general think that, hey, the finger goes towards the head coach. A lot of people didn't believe in this hire whenever he was hired. And like I said, I definitely think when you have a team like LAFC, same thing with Inter Miami, you got to hire somebody that has that cachet, that has the experience. One of those guys that you can look at and be like, man, you know what? He could be playing over international, but coaching over international, but he's here. He's right here with us. That's dope. You know what I mean? You got to get one of those names if you're Inter Miami, if you're LAFC, and even New York City FC, you got to get one of those names. You know what I mean? I'm not saying New York need to change their culture or anything like that. I'm just in general. But I definitely think LAFC has to make that change. It just doesn't look like the players are fully into what the coach is bringing. I see a different Heung-min and Bouanga than I did last year. The enjoyment that I've always seen on Bouanga whenever he's in the game, whenever he's playing on the pitch and stuff like that, I don't see. I haven't seen of lately. And when you have games like I said, you losing 3-2, and it's just it's terrible. It's definitely terrible.
Wait, hold on, time out. Pardon this interruption. I just want to check. Have you liked this video? Have you subscribed to this video? If not, definitely subscribe. I love making content for people, and we definitely want to keep stuff going. But you gotta let me know what you think, and make sure you subscribe and join the family. All right, back to your regular program.
They lost against St. Louis, which I like St. Louis as far as a city, as far as a team and what they got going on, but it's just not their year this year. Houston Dynamo 4-1, Toluca beat them 4-0. So it's been just losses. I think they had a draw with San Diego, which they're not having their best year either. So they definitely got to get some stuff together in general. It's not looking too good. They got one more game. It's against Seattle before the break for the World Cup and everything. And, I just think they really got to go into this World Cup break looking at, okay, hey, we can't come out of this break the same way we went into it, which is changing the head coach. Who? You tell me. Who could be the next head coach for LAFC if they get rid of Martin Dos Santos, which a lot of people, like I said again, they want him gone. They said he's friends, buddy with the general manager or whatever like that. But, hey, you got to make decisions for the team. The team come first. And right now the team just ain't looking good, especially if you lose another game going to the World Cup break. It's sad. And they do have one DP spot still open, so I would look to, fill that somehow. Who? I don't know. I don't think any striker. I do like what Denis Bouanga, Heung-min. I like Martin. I like them guys up there. I would go for maybe a defensive midfielder or something like that. Someone who could has that leadership. I even just throw our name out. I think Edson Alvarez. I think one of the captains of, Team Mexico or whatever like that. I think, having somebody with his experience, and he's 27, 28 years old, he has that leadership quality that he can go in there, he can, help that midfield out and just help transition the whole game just in general, so Sung Heung-min and Denis Bouanga can just worry about, hey, up top, you know what I mean? I think he'd be a good add, me personally. But who else do you think can be added to LAFC to bring out the play that, we've saw before, that we know that they can definitely do? Because I looked at them before as being one of the most balanced teams in MLS, as far as they have solid people on defense, they have a great offensively, everything just looked pretty balanced. It's not too much like right now my Inter Miami team, we're top heavy, you know what I mean? Our back end can definitely do better, you know what I mean? But let me know what you think about LAFC in general. Does his loss really mean the panic button it has to be hit? I think so. It's time to hit that panic button. But yeah, let me know what you think. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's talk about it.
Me a pacifist, there's a list of asses that I like to whip.